What you doing? Adjusting levels?
Adjusting levels.
Yeah. Clearwater Productions. A-track on the tracks. Woo! Keys on the boards. Big ups to my man O. Helping me get this thing together. It's Mo Q. You know what I'm saying? ATL. Connecticut. Connected. Bringing you something different for the old level. You know what I mean? About to hit you with something official. And it's like this. Yo, what could I do, or would I do? Convince you, girl, that I'm into you. You got like 3 gigs, minus kids. Still looking fresh with the flyest crib. I'm high as shit when I'm in the mix. Caramel complected, sweet like
About to start in a second.
I might have to rewrite this. A million words couldn't describe this vibe she giving, but I'ma try to finish. Spit my words till my energy diminish. When she come around, I get chemically replenished. Keep me on point, she the remedy to send it. Beginning to the ending, I'ma keep it real. Always real, never conceal. Whatever she desire, I'ma try to get it. If she committed, we gon' live it. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you, cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you, cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. Hey, let's make a date. Be at your doorstep 8:30. Wear the dress that caress your waist. Matching necklace, it has me breathless. City steam for some comedy. Spin to the rust for some poetry. Hip tie same for the martinis. There's so much to do, my boo and the beat. Black guy style, we can buy the jazz. Drinks on me, don't bring no cash. You don't have to ask, you deserve. It's all for you. You are worth how much worth? Let me describe your diamond raindrops from the sky. And my arms are open. I'ma catch you, precious, beautiful, luscious, special. You're the one, only one. Baby, I can't even front. Never be a number 2. You for me for you. I'm the one you should see. We can make a unity. All my love you deserve. You're the one, only one. Baby, I can't even front. Never be a number 2. You for me for you. I'm the one you should see. We can make a unity. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you, cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you, cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you, cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. How can I show you that I wanna hold you? Till the end of the world I would go to, just to reach you, cause you're worth it. All my love you deserve. Hey, let's make a date, 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 yeah. Hey, let's make a date, let's make a date, let's make a date, let's make a date, hey, let's make a date. I'll be at your doorstep 8:30. Wake up, take her.
I need to know that's all me right there.
Wake up,
vocals.
Take her. Wake up.
That's all me.
Take
that's all
her.
vocals, background vocals written. I did this about 12 years ago.
She appears in the same dream, coming close with her hands on me. But it's more than a fantasy. I won't wait, that's the man in me. Pull her close to slow wine. Under stars, fingers intertwine. We keep pace, I see it in her eyes. The way we vibe, you can't deny. Don't wanna wake up, I'm gonna take her to a place where the ocean bathes us. Sunny weather, till whenever. So baby, get your being. Don't wanna wake up, I'm gonna take her to a place where the ocean bathes us. Sunny weather, till whenever. So baby, get your being. Smell the skin, felt her fragrance. Over shoulders, hair cascades, and her style is amazing. And there's no way I was going to wait. Footprints on the beach sand, sparks flew hand in hand. We shared a gaze, I pulled a swift, lost in the softness of her. Don't wanna wake up, I'm gonna take her to a place where the ocean bathes us. Sunny weather, till whenever. So baby, get your being. Don't wanna wake up, I'm gonna take her to a place where the ocean bathes us. Sunny weather, till whenever. So baby, get your being.
Hey, when you trying to run a production, man,
I got me saying. She got me saying, got me saying.
Yo. Hold on. What the fuck?
Yo. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay.
What's
We
up,
in the
Kareem?
building.
How are you
What's
doing?
going on?
What up, my man?
We've never met. What is Mo Green doing looking like Fat Jody from Baby Boy?
Oh wow!
Who you sound
already,
like?
he already came in. What's your name?
Oh,
What's your name, my brother? What's your name, my
You
brother?
look like V Green from Baby Boy.
That's all Keenan dudes make fun of me, man.
Wow.
We supposed to be brothers. We both the light-skinned brothers.
We are.
He always throwing throwing shots at me, man. You know, I know we going against the show format because it's the light-skinned perspective, but we had to bring
So you have a format.
Yeah, because light-skinned niggas only. No.
Okay. So there's a format to this. Okay.
See, Mo Green still lives like it's the 1920s. He's like, we're high yellow and we're highly favored.
You know what's funny?
High yellow. Wow, I haven't heard that in a minute.
Yo, you know what's funny? I came up with the name just joking around. Like we've been talking about doing the podcast for
a while. Mo Green?
No. The name of the podcast, Light Skin Perspective.
Okay.
I was just kidding with it, but when I mentioned it, I mean, Keenan, he just fell in love with that shit.
So were y'all already working together when you thought of it? Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I met.
So you wasn't working alone. It was like I need another light skinned nigga.
Nah, that was just a coincidence. Like I met Holmes when I was driving trucks in Philly back in 2016. I met him. I always change the name of the town, so I'm gonna change it again. I met him in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, every time he tells the story, he keeps changing the town. He's like, "Yo, so we met in Philly."
We met in what?
And then the next time we met in Indianapolis.
No, it was it Allentown or was it? It was
Allentown.
Met in Allentown, and we just kind of hit it off. We got not similar, the same religious background. We both fat, light skinned niggas with hair problems. That's why I got do-rag on.
Okay.
So that's how we just connected. I actually booked them as
okay. So I thought you were trying to get the waves or something.
I am. Them shit's coming on the side. They getting real.
You got the side joints.
They getting real robust. You know what I'm saying? Like on the side or whatever, but
okay.
you know what I'm saying? The hair it's shiny or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I look like
you really sticking with this. You really trying to
until they open it back up. This thing I can't the razors.
It's crazy. I had to lean in. I leaned in like I was gonna see closer. Like
yeah. You know what it is though? Yo, see, Kareem, you don't got this problem. You got a full hairline. You understand?
I mean, I got upkeep. That need upkeep. Like you got this razor bow. That need to be out of here, man. What you doing?
The razor, when you shave it all the time, if you want a nice shave, the razor only good for about 3 days. After that, you nicking yourself up like crazy.
Knife shave? What you a caveman?
Get a bit. He gets those.
No, I use Gillette Fusion.
Yeah, he gets those one-time razors.
No, hell no. I bought the Gillette Fusions for about $30-$40 for like 8 of them shits.
You like a monk? You like a Buddhist
monk?
Yeah,
I do. I like a Negro monk. A Negro monk, but they're gonna say that the monks they started up as Negroes. You know what I'm saying? So
who's that?
Because pro black people they believe in that everything. Okay. I mean everything did come from black, but they always got to interject that. You know,
this part of the light skin perspective.
Nah, I'm just being silly.
No, this is Bo just talking
That's
shit.
Just me. That's me talking shit. Like tweet that shit because in Hidden Colors 7, you can see we invented classical music. The Negro did.
Well, I mean, we did invent most music. Just saying.
Oh no, we did. No, we did. But it's like,
what music has black people not invented?
A Celtic.
Okay, yeah. Is it Celtic spelled with the K?
You know
or
with
the
probably that yodeling
up that
yodeling shit.
What else? Gregorian shit.
One of them.
What else? Gregorian chants.
The soundtrack to the Lord of the Rings. We didn't create that.
Nah, I think Tariq Nasheed would argue that with you. You see, in 1614, this woman by the name of Nefertusha came up with the idea of Lord of the Rings. It's from a black man, brother.
Our queens. We need to respect our queens.
We gotta respect our queens, man.
Our queens came up with the interpretation of the Lord of the Rings. It's not the Lord of the Rings. It is the Queen of the Rings.
It's the Queen, brother.
The world is always looking down upon our sisters, upon our queen.
You have to understand the Queen is above
what's happening right now? What is happening? What is there a format to this?
Nah, this is how we do it. We just come in. We just come in talking stuff, man. We just come in talking shit.
Just come in talking shit.
Yeah, I mean, we have an agenda. Let me formally introduce. This is my one of my comedian brothers, man, Kareem Blue. He's from how do you say it? He's from Brooklyn.
I'm from the Lower East Side. I was born in Brooklyn, but I'm from the Lower East Side, Manhattan.
He's from the Lower East Side, Manhattan.
Yes.
And how do you say by way of Bethel? Like by way means where you live in now, right?
yeah, Bethlehem.
By way of Bethlehem, Connecticut, where he's the only black. He's probably the only Negro out there. He got it on Smash. He owns a boxing club. You know what I'm saying? I need to get in there and get myself back in the gear.
Man, you gotta get in there, Mo. Stop playing, man.
That's why I wore the tank top to I was trying to show you the George Foreman. You know what I'm saying?
The old George Foreman.
back in the 60s when the boxers they didn't have no cuts, they just had a smooth body. That's it. No.
Yo, so Kareem out here living life. He's being a good
husband, father, business owner. He's booked me quite a number of times. He's booked a lot of comedians in Connecticut. His shows always have 200 or 300 people, man. Like, you know.
Sorry to interrupt, Kareem. Do you do your shows in Connecticut or do you do your shows in New York?
Connecticut. I'm doing it right in the backyard, man. Right in the backyard.
He cornered the market. He cornered the market out there. He always produces great shows. Although the last show that I performed for him, he hired me for. It happened to be that really, really big blizzard that happened.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Last major blizzard that we had, like we shouldn't have did. We all risked our lives.
Yeah, that was word.
We risked our lives. It took like 2 hours to drive.
Appreciate you for that too.
Yeah, so
but we had a few people there. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
It was love. And thing that was dope because of his wife, she pays us or whatever. So she's handing us the envelopes, and then inside the envelope, not only did she give us an envelope, she gave us a payday candy bar. And I kind of like the little double entendre with that.
Yeah, that's our little thing with the thing.
It's the payday and we getting a payday, so it was dope.
Yeah.
It was
how
dope.
Long have you been producing shows, Kareem?
6 years. 6 years, yeah. 6 years doing that. Been doing comedy for 9.
Oh,
yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Where did you start in Connecticut?
Yeah, I started in Connecticut doing
Oh,
comedy.
really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, for some reason I thought you started. He was doing it in New York too.
Nah, I started in Connecticut, man.
Mm-hmm.
Started in Connecticut. Oh, you know Joe Dollars? You know Dollars? You ever work with Dollars?
I gotta look him up. I don't know the name.
Okay, yeah. He was one of the dudes that got me into it.
Oh, okay.
He hit me up for a show one time. He was like, "Yo, like, I got this show going on, bro. Like, you want to do this show?"
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I never did comedy before, so like, I did the show with him. You know what I mean? Like, he get in the parking lot. He was like, "Yo, bro, like, the manager want to cancel the shows because I did a couple of these shows and people wasn't digging it."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he was booking people that never done comedy before.
Right. That's what was happening. Right, exactly.
I sound like Vinny,
I guess that was, you know what I'm saying?
A Vinny Beetle type situation.
So he was like, "Yo, I need you to be extra funny." I'm like, "Yo, bro, I never done this before." I'm like, "I don't know what I'm doing out here like that." You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I mean? So like, I went up, did my thing. I did like 15 minutes, which I know now is like, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? For your first time, you know what I mean? But everybody was digging it. I was leaving the parking lot. I was going through the parking lot. Manager just stopped me, hit me with 50. And I was like, oh nice. Shit. Yeah. So I was like,
you got paid for your first show.
Yeah. So I called Dollars outside. I was like, yo, I got, you know what I mean? Here's your 25. I gave him half and we was working together and doing our thing. You know what I mean?
Doing it ever since, man. But Kareem is dope, man. He's definitely quick. He's quick with it on stage.
Appreciate you.
Excuse me, creative. And just overall love. Kareem is a good dude. He's a cool dude. When his stuff kicks off, I can't wait to do some more work with you.
Yeah, man.
And that's why I wanted to introduce you guys, because my brother Keenan Floyd is not only is a comedian, LA based by way of Pennsylvania, but he's also a film producer. He's actually working on a TV pilot with the comedian Godfrey. We did
that's what's up, man.
A couple of table reads, you know what I'm saying? So when I try to do these shows, when I pick people, I don't just pick people for myself. I pick somebody that can connect with somebody else, like on a panel. I don't just do it just for me, you know what I'm saying? So it's good to
y'all always on the show together.
Yeah. We part of it.
It's one of those things where it's gotten to a point now where I think this COVID thing has really showed us the importance of sticking together and self-sufficiency.
Right.
Because, like, to be frank with you, we've all been busy. We've all been like super busy with life before we had to stay in the house.
Right.
Now we're all in the house, and now we can finally talk to each other. Now we know what's going on.
Right. Yeah.
And I mean, it's bad that we gotta stay in the house, but also there's like a positive side to it too. And it's a time for a lot of us, especially Black folks, we can come together and make something. Facts. It's not just the people that are the billionaires and the stuff in our community. It's a lot of people like yourself, and like Mo, and like others that have the means to get stuff done that just need to come together and figure it out.
Exactly.
I mean, this situation is it's like getting injured. It forces you to use other muscles that you don't normally use as often. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. If you lose your legs, you use your hands more. If you lose your arms, you lose your legs more. We can't perform on stage, so it's forcing a lot of us to come out of our comfort zone just to work on our craft, just to be in front of a camera and just talking to people and just interacting. You know what I'm saying? And just talking about the news and things of that nature. We don't have the quote unquote stage traditionally, but we still have means, you know, to
platform.
We still got a platform.
Right. Still got a platform. Yeah.
Do you, Kareem? Have you done any Zoom shows yet?
Yeah, I actually did a live comedy show, man. You know what I mean? Like, it was.
I missed that.
It was crazy, man. I did with Peaches Rodriguez. You know Peaches, right?
Yeah, she's viral now because
with the whole Carol Baskin
people
shit.
Think she looks like Carol Baskins.
Right, yeah. So I did a show with her like a couple weeks ago. Like, you know what I mean? She hit me up for this joint. So like we did the show and it was crazy because, you know, there's no crowd, you know what I mean? Like, so it ain't like I'm not even seeing the people how I'm seeing y'all.
Yeah.
Like I'm just seeing the screen of myself and just
right.
You know what I mean?
I think that's gonna change what people are doing. Like my girl Melissa, you know, Misconduct.
Yeah, okay.
She just did a Zoom show this Friday, and what she did was she got everybody's information. Like she got everybody's phone number and told them the direct Zoom. So she had a room full of people, and like in order to get in, you had to pay a donation as if you were going to like an actual comedy show.
Right.
So I thought that was brilliant. The only thing I'm concerned about is if you got like say 56, I think it was over 100 people in that room in that Zoom. How the hell do you police all that if everybody talking and being loud and shit? That's a lot of mutes.
Everyone just has to be muted. I mean, I've done a bunch of shows that I've actually gotten paid handsomely for, but to be fair, it was for like a Jewish school and like a real estate association or whatever. But I mean, it's like people really appreciate it. I think what it is, I think it's just coming in being genuine and just making people laugh and stuff. I mean, that's all it's about. People appreciate that stuff.
Right.
And you got to just get past. I know, like a lot of comedy is you need the energy from the audience. You need that laughter. But with this, you got to be more creative. If you see some thumbs up, that's your energy. If you see it, even though they mute it and they like this, that's your energy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta you have to look at different things in order to enjoy it. I've done about like 3 shows so far. I need to do Zoom shows. I need to do more, but you know, listen, we adapted, man. We like roaches, man.
Right.
At the same time, you kind of have to learn how to be naturally funny as well to be able to do Zoom shows too. Because to be honest with you, it's a conversation, and that's how comedy should be anyway.
Right.
So
conversation.
Yeah. So you gotta look. Some people that aren't good at open mic comedy doing Zoom, and they're not good at Zoom shows, just because it's just a skill level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. That's what
I mean. That's all a part of the adaptability.
It's like you want the staying power. It's like, you know, to get people to like one show and then like, you know, not come back. You know what I mean? It's almost like Dana White with like the UFC. Like, you know what I mean? You want to keep them coming back to, you know what I mean, to watch the next one. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that first one you might do numbers because people interested to see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Not talking about her particular thing. I'm just talking in general. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just talking about like, you know, if you're going to do something and it's like, okay, you get like 200 people on the Zoom, and then it's like, you know, they checking to see what it is. And then if it's something they like, they might tune in again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like the thing I've been getting hit up with is like to do comedy shows on Zoom or whatever, or just even more free like this, but actually sponsored. So like because companies are still like, you know, like sitting around, you know what I mean? Like some of them haven't opened yet, but they still want to keep the interest peaked. You know what I mean? So they want to sponsor some comedy shows and just, you know, maybe have their logo up while the show's going on, like flashing.
It's all about the advertising. They like the fact if you got a following, if you got 300-400 people following all times, that's good advertisement for them though. So hell yeah, man.
Exactly.
If we get sponsorship, we'll get like Snow Glow or some shit like that.
You said who?
If we get sponsors, it'll be like Snow Glow or like some shit like that. You remember what was the name of the company from Coming to America?
Yeah, Soul Glow.
Soul Glow.
Yeah.
McDowell's.
Y'all probably get y'all probably get sunblock. Y'all probably get sunblock.
Sunblock is
sunblock.
I wish I was more chocolatey, man. All I got is the birthmark. You can't see it because the beard covering it up. That's the only little bit of melanin I got.
You turned the light on and got lighter.
You know what I'm saying? The foreman. I wanted people to see the foreman body, yo. You know what I mean? Like I'm out. I got speed, man. How that form look, man? You know what I'm saying? Yo, Keenan, man. This man is a martial artist. Kareem's a boxer. Yeah. You know, he's an instructor, boxing instructor. I never had this conversation. What styles of arts are you familiar with? You know,
Chinese Goju Ryu. I'm a purple belt. Chinese Goju Ryu.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's the same style. That's the same style of Bruce Leroy. Learned the Last Dragon, same style.
Tamak.
Yeah.
We gotta. The Last Dragon is a great movie. I've been meaning to watch.
It's awesome.
Classic. That's a classic.
Yeah. It's
if y'all watching, y'all haven't seen it, you got to see that Last Dragon.
You definitely got to see it. But he was getting punked though the whole time though until like the end, man. It was like it made me feel bad to be light skinned. Like, damn, man, like he need to rise up, man. What's going? You ain't never see a dark skinned dude get bullied in a movie. You know what I'm saying?
But the dark skinned dude was the bully in the movie.
Yeah,
of course, the dark skinned dude's the. Yo, since it started to go off on the tangent.
He said, of course, like the dark skinned dude's always a.
No, what I mean is, of course, because that's the way they be making those blaxploitation movies.
Yeah, sometimes.
It's the white dude, and then it's the like. Haven't you noticed when you watch movies from like the 80s and 90s how black people in general are always expendable? Like every time there's an action movie, there will be a black dude. Like it will always be like Samuel Jackson or somebody who would sacrifice himself for everybody else for no reason. Like they'll be running through the woods or whatever, getting chased by a monster, and they'll all jump into a helicopter and they'll sit there and wait. And Samuel Jackson will be like, "Go without me. I'm gonna I'm
Yo,
gonna
I've
I'm gonna
never,
stop the monster. And
I've
it's like,
never
no,
heard Samuel L. Jackson say no shit like. What
Some-
movie is he talking about?
I remember in
not Samuel Jackson, but whatever black dude, Carl Weathers, Samuel L. Jackson. It's like, yo, go without
Yo,
me.
he's just making up movies and shit. He's
No,
making up-
it's always a black dude that's always like, I'm gonna sacrifice myself. Go without me. And they sit there in the helicopter for like 5 minutes.
I don't know what movie he's talking about.
I feel like the black dude don't even last that long to get to that point to say that.
No, every time you see like an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, like a Commando or like a Predator.
The Black Brothers lasted a long time, and it seems.
Carl Weathers lasted a long.
I'm gonna have me some fun.
Oh yeah, Bill Duke, and the thing is, no light skinned brothers. It's either white or it ain't that many light skinned superstar Negroes throughout history. It's either dark skinned brother or white. And y'all
had a good run, man. Y'all had a good run.
No, we had a good run.
It's our turn now. It's our turn now.
Hold on, Kareem. We had a good run in R&B music. The Barge, we had that. You know what I'm saying?
No, y'all had some movies.
Action hero, I can't think of one. Come on. Besides Bruce Leroy in the 80s, what light-skinned black man superstar could you name? I can name you Carl Weathers. That's a dark-skinned superstar.
Will Smith is technically light-skinned.
I mean, I said in the 80s. I ain't said the 90s.
Oh, you said in the 80s. Oh, you said in the 80s. Oh, in the 80s.
90s it started.
All right, the 80s. I'm talking about now. The 80s now. That wasn't y'all time.
Okay,
that wasn't y'all time.
Hey, now we're superheroes in Tyler Perry movies. We're always saving the abused dark-skinned black woman from her abusive dark-skinned husband.
Okay,
yeah, so y'all out again. It's our turn again. It's our turn.
But listen, I'll give you like Will Smith. So you got Will Smith like during the up until now, and then like Vin Diesel. But if you look at Vin Diesel, he's not even really, even though he's a black guy. But
he's like Dominican.
He carries himself more like a hardcore white dude, even though he is black and he's related to Kwame. When you first look at him, you don't think, yo, what's good, my nigga? Like you be like, what's when
you see him, dude? You're like, you're a Dominican Creole. That's what you are, Vin Diesel.
Well, he's more like Italian. He looked more like Italian.
Yeah.
He looked like Sicilian or something like Sicilian.
He's the male Rashida Jones.
Yeah. he looked like his grandmother.
He's Rashad Jones.
He looked like his grandmother was messing with those moolies. That's what happened, like in Sicily or some shit.
Because wasn't he in Saving Private Ryan? Like the first movie he was in was like Saving Private Ryan, and nobody knew what he was. Yep. You're like, what the fuck is he? You're like, is he Italian? Is he? I didn't think he was black until I learned he was.
Right.
That was the flick that actually like kind of like popped him off a little bit.
Who else y'all had, man? Y'all had
exactly.
The Rock.
I can
name you five. The Rock is technically half black.
I don't know.
Yeah, but he ain't light skinned though.
And he's brown. He's Samoan. He don't represent the black struggle from America. Like when people say black, they don't think West Indian. They're not talking about Brazil. They're talking about blak Americans. Like the Hebrew Israelites, what they think is black, as far as like people.
You look like a Hebrew Israelite right now.
It gotta be one more. It gotta be. Yeah.
Oh, you can't say Overton from Living Single. He wasn't no hero. He was just.
Cause y'all been missing from the superhero rankings.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all been out of the superhero loop.
Black Lightning, brown skin.
I really don't care,
Luke Cage, dark skin.
Look it up now.
Blade, dark skin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we missed.
It's our turn, Mo.
It's been y'all turn for 30 years.
No, you had it. Y'all had Sinbad. Remember Sinbad was doing this thing? Sinbad was out here getting it.
Who, by the way, Keenan thinks is the greatest comedian of all time.
He is.
Sinbad is fire. He up there.
Sinbad is one of the greatest comedians. Sinbad is one of the greatest.
I give it to him.
He's one of the greatest, but
he improvises 90 minutes. He improvises his whole sets.
But a few weeks ago, you said greatest ever, though. Now you're saying one of them.
Yes.
You don't move the goalpost.
No, I think so. Yes, I think so. I think he's literally the greatest.
He's a beast. I don't want to debate about it again, but I have a problem with people that don't curse on stage, yo.
Why? I mean, that shit is hard, man.
It's very difficult. We've done clean shows, but
right.
I want to see you at a dirty show sometimes, like reveal your inner side. You know, I feel like if you putting that
maybe that's him though.
Nah. If you putting that cap on yourself all the time, it's like, what you really hiding? We see what happened with Bill Cosby and Bishop Eddie Long. Them niggas never curse.
I mean, you got people that curse that still be doing weird shit. So it's like,
no, I'm just being a jerk.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying,
silly.
You know,
when you got like a nice clean comedy set, you can do that. Actually, doing clean comedy is fun because it takes away like the worry. Like you don't got to worry about, oh, they're gonna get mad because I said this word or whatever, because you're not even using those words. So it kind of like that takes a little bit of pressure off of like you think you're gonna offend somebody with certain words. So it definitely has its advantages. But sometimes you gotta curse.
I just like being me, man. I just want to do my thing.
I'm just saying, if Sinbad running through the house and the corner of his toe kicked the bottom of the bed at full stride, you think he's gonna say fiddlesticks?
He might. He might if that's what goes through his crib. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know what his life is like, Mo.
That's the way he thinks.
That's what might be the first word that pop in his mind. Fudge knuckles or something.
That mother, Sinbad cussing. It's crazy because like Sinbad too, like he's so hood. If you like, he's so authentic when he talking. He's so ghetto. Like you expect like a curse word to come out in his interviews, but it don't come out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
you're talking all that stuff and blah blah blah. You want to hear a shit or a bitch or something and it never come out. That's impressive.
But you know what? To me, I think it's funnier when someone says stuff instead of shit. Because I remember there was an episode of the Bernie Mac show on Fox where he was talking to the little boy, and he said something about protecting his like balls, but instead of saying like balls, since it was a family show, the kid was like, "I'm gonna protect my stuff," and it was just so funny to me that he said stuff because you expect him to say balls. I don't know. That's just me, but
no, I could dig it.
It's a way that
Yo,
you say it.
Keenan, what is up
the
with
light skin perspective?
Keenan, what's up with your floral pattern in the background? It look like you got Christmas paper in your bed.
Oh no,
as blankets.
It's my comforter. It's my blanket.
I do a photo shoot. You about to do a photo shoot.
It's a stitch. It's like something your grandma would make.
Like you brought that from Bed Bath and Beyond.
I did.
The lady section of.
I don't know if you're not going to shame me about my bedspread.
I'm not shaming it. You know, you gotta be in touch with your feminine side. I get it, yo. I dig that shit.
With those buns at the
How long you been doing comedy, Keenan?
I've been doing since 2003.
Okay.
I started when I was in school.
So
it's been all right. I've done the Apollo. I've opened for Sinbad since we're talking about him.
Okay.
I've opened for Godfrey. I've opened for D.L. Hughley.
Dope.
I've toured the country on like my own little tour and stuff.
Dope.
Yeah, I booked him as the headliner at the Elbow Room last summer.
Oh, okay.
And nobody showed up.
Nah, it was like 17 people, but then I bought him like a nice room.
But it's a small spot though, right?
Yeah, but it was a weird weekend. I forget. I think a lot of stuff was going on. So
how many hold?
Elbow Room can hold about maximum capacity 85. Standing probably almost like 100.
Okay.
But you've been in Elbow Room before, right?
No, I've never been there.
You never been in there? It's a nice little small.
It's underneath the restaurant.
Yeah, you could pack it up pretty good, man. It actually when it's packed up, it's rocking, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think that weekend just like a lot of stuff was going on.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Well, it's because you had a show the night before.
I did.
I told him, yo, Kareem, this is what I told him, because I was flying out from LA, and I said,
wow.
Look, this is the plan. You remember this, Mo, because I was pissed.
Uh-huh.
I said, this is the plan that we'll do so that we can make sure a lot of people show up. And Mo didn't listen to anything.
What was the plan? I forgot.
And then I got there, and like no one was there, and they were like, "Oh yeah, well maybe we can go on Barking this host. Yeah, we had a packed show last night." I'm like, "Nigga, you had a show last night?"
But it wasn't. I don't think it was my show. I think I was just on the show, and it was at the
People
same.
People ain't gonna show up if
it was
had a show.
It was at the same room. Like in a situation like that, I would have to take my face off the flyer from the day before, but somebody booked me. You know what I mean?
I can't. Mo for like 6 months.
Yeah, he blocked me and all that stuff. Then I hit him. I was like, "Yo, why you block me?"
Come on, Mo.
I said,
"Because you a bitch ass."
Yo, I said, "Why you block me?" He's like, "Yo, what you talking about? I ain't do nothing."
Come on, Mo. You gotta get it together, Plimpin. Get it together.
That's why I'm not a producer. I produce shows, but I'm not like
I came all the way from motherfucking Los Angeles. They got on a train.
What was the plan? What was the plan?
It wasn't no plan. He's just babbling.
There was a plan. There was advertising. There was advertisement. What's the word? There was advertising procedures that I recommended. I said, let's do this.
I can't even remember. I I don't remember what it was.
It doesn't matter if you don't remember. I remember having the conversation. That's why I was pissed when I got there. Because I was like, you didn't do none of the shit we talked about. And I explained to him, I said, I'm all the way in Los Angeles. I'm not going to be able to like be there to like push
to push it, yeah.
Right.
to push it. So
And
it's
I think I was I just had a lot going on in general. Like I was just getting booked a lot, not to brag or nothing like that. I think Kareem booked me a couple times within that week frame. You know, it's Kareem's fault.
Nah. Didn't you have another show to go to at one of them shits? Like you was like, yo, I gotta go to another show.
I think
I booked you for one, and you left that show and went to another joint.
I'm trying not to humble brag, but that's happened to me like a lot of times. I can't even, you know what I mean? I can't remember. Even though that doesn't exist right now. So you know,
see, like that's the thing, like, but that's the thing in the producing the shows though, man. The production, putting them together.
Yeah. That's I do it.
It gets to a point where if a comedian's coming out of town, he can't necessarily be responsible for asses and seats unless.
Oh yeah, no, of course not. No.
You know what I mean?
No.
So I mean, it's one of those because you know a lot of times you'll do a show, and bookers would be like, "Yo, you have to advertise," which is true, you do. But at the same time, it can't be the comedian's fault if like no one shows up because people come to see you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like even when I book comedians, I've never ever asked a comedian, "Hey, could you share this flyer or could you promote the flyer or none of that?" You know what I mean? I'm like, that's my job as a promoter to
as
do
a promoter.
Yeah,
right, you know
as it should be. A lot of people,
right.
A lot of producers in Connecticut, they think otherwise. Though, yo, why you ain't sharing this flyer? Blah blah blah. I'm like, yo, first of all, when you invest in somebody, you book somebody, you want to book somebody first of all that's funny.
Right.
Whether if they can get asses in the seats or not. If you want somebody to get ass in the seats, pay ass in the seats money. You paying a dude $200, you're gonna get $200 worth what he gonna bring in. Now if you pay somebody $1,000, $1,500, you know, somebody on that demands that, they're gonna have like a different type of following that they bring with them. You're not gonna pay somebody a G that don't got no following.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're gonna pay a couple $100, you want them to at least be funny. So I don't require any of my comics to promote. If you want to share it, that's cool. But if I'm paying like somebody like $1,000 or better, you know what I'm saying? Their name should already ring bells where it
Right, where's
well, I mean, you also have to, you have to be worth that much.
Yeah, facts.
Like it's definitely a two-way street. It's definitely 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
But
most definitely, yo.
I don't know. I think the comedy game is going to change.
Oh hell yeah!
It's already changing.
It's already changed.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man! Like as far as these shows having like
drinking like green tea.
Yeah, yep. I'm drinking peppermint. Same shit. But as far as
I thought you were drinking pickle juice.
No, peppermint. I'm eating oranges and strawberries. I'm trying to be healthy, man. You know what I'm saying right now? Oranges, strawberries, apples. But that's it. I'm gonna do that, you know, and then I'm probably gonna eat some ice cream later, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, so I've been bike riding. I've been eating healthier and bike riding and all that stuff. So I went.
Good. He live in LA, so you gotta look the part, man.
Yeah. No one gives a fuck about you if you don't got a six pack or whatever.
Yo, I feel like in Hollywood, you can only be two things, yo. You can either be real diesel or fat as a motherfucker. You can't be in between.
There's no husky.
No, it's not. It's not. Come on, like tell me one husky light-skinned star that you besides Ice Cube, he can get away with it because he got a full head.
A light-skinned action star. You're right, Ice Cube.
He's husky too. He's not diesel. You ever see the movie Triple X with Ice Cube? he the only superhero that had a long sleeve loose shirt on the whole movie.
you know,
Cube was doing it.
You know what pisses me off when you see like jacked homeless people.
I know, man. Right?
Yeah,
jacked. I mean, they got the meat that goes into their shredded, that goes into their torn up pants.
You're not eating
pants.
You're not eating and you're walking everywhere. That's supposed to happen.
What homeless people are you looking at? Where's is this how they do it in LA? They just have
He lives in Burbank, man.
LA homeless people, Hollywood homeless people. They be fucking shredded, son. Standing on the side of the road holding up signs. Yo, it's tough out here for a pimp. Can you please help me with something? I'm like, nigga.
Because
you should get homeless for a little bit, man.
They ain't really homeless. They trying to get a movie part, but they choose to live in squalor in LA. Meanwhile, they got a trust fund back in like Detroit or some shit. You know what I mean? But they just faking the front.
That's the light skin perspectives. Yeah.
That's perspective.
LSP, baby.
That's what Green just talked this shit.
Oh man.
So I went for a bike ride yesterday. I rode all the way from my house through Griffin Park to Los Feliz, which is on the other side of the mountain. Where I live in Burbank, it's called the Valley, and that's because it's on the other side of the mountain from Hollywood. So the mountain where the Hollywood sign is, you guys have seen that?
Yeah.
I'm on the other side of that mountain.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got you.
So it's like and so they call it the Valley. So there's a part where I live where you could actually go around that mountain range where the Hollywood sign is, and you end up in a neighborhood called Los Feliz, which passes in front of, down Hollywood Hills and Griffith Park.
That's where they shoot all the porn at, right?
That's Van Nuys.
Now, when you ride your bicycle through that neighborhood, do you feel safe?
Yeah.
Did anybody ever follow you, or
why wouldn't you feel safe?
Question your whereabouts, like what you've been doing? Did you explore any structures that didn't belong?
When I hear getting shot for riding a bicycle in the neighborhood, did not worry.
Yo, somebody gets shot off a bicycle. That's because it's like one thing to get shot on your feet, but on a bike, that's like double.
That was the whole thing. Because you said you brought that up, but that was the whole reason I came.
Yeah. Well, he gave me the opportunity to segue, so that's why. That's exactly why I did that.
I'm wondering about skinning my knees, but let me finish my story real quick.
Right.
So I wrote the whole
then we come back to you.
Great. On my way back, my fucking bike seat snapped.
Damn.
I almost gave myself an accidental colonoscopy. It was scary. Sometimes when you do like an unexpected stomach crunch and you don't expect it. When you do like a quick sit up, and you don't expect it, and you get a bit I did a quick sit up in midair because my body went like this, and my feet went up when my bike snapped. Yo, that was some scary shit. All of this hurt and.
No, man. You know what that's called, Kareem? I'm not Kareem King. Both of y'all names begin with a K, so I'm gonna confuse you all the time. That's called being over 35, still trying to act like you're 21. That's what that's called.
All I was doing was riding my bike, and
what kind of bike?
It's a bike from the Muppet Show. That's what the bike.
You got a Huffy.
Like a Schwinn? You got a Schwinn?
No, it's a mountain bike, but it has those handles that go back like this, so you're holding it. So yeah.
That's what I pictured in my mind too. That's why I asked.
So the screw that held the thing on, it broke. So the bike just fell off. So the seat just fell off.
It's time for a new bike, bro. You
No,
gotta get the Pee Wee Herman bike, man.
My job gave me that bike, so I just have to get another screw and just screw it back in. It's a nice bike.
But listen, man.
Almost anally raped me.
Yeah, the reason why Kareem was on the show because over a week it's funny, not funny, but it's kind of strange. Well, funny is the right word. The news changes so fast, man, so often that, you know what I mean? 2 days later, it could easily, headlines could easily become lost. But a lot of times we have to keep things going just so people don't forget what the fuck is going on in this bullshit ass world. But we were talking about the Ahmad Arbery situation. Yeah. And once they came up with the quote unquote, the new footage, even though you can't really see it, everything is always dark. We got all this technology, but everything is always dark and grainy.
Blurry,
right. But blurry. But anyway, they have a footage of Ahmad allegedly looking through some an unfinished home or whatever, and then outside you see people, you see somebody approach him, and then he runs off or jogs up. I don't know, whatever. He just leaves when somebody approaches him, and then that leads to the video of him being followed and filmed, and then running to the truck, and we already know as far as how he got killed and stuff, which is very unfortunate. Right. But what I was saying was when I look at that situation, we all know that he didn't deserve to die. Fuck no, of course not. You shouldn't die just because you're being curious. We all were children at one point and did some curious things, but this goes to the point
allegedly.
Where we're trying to make. Allegedly. But I would say if that's him, I just question his mental health, and I'm not putting anything on him. Just from how we look at his pictures to the whole situation. If this was him looking inside the structure, just looking around, not doing nothing. The owner of the home said he ain't take anything, so he's just kind of exploring, looking around. Somebody comes up and then he runs off. You know what I mean? I feel like if you're an adult in that situation, unless somebody threatening you, who knows what was said.
There's no audio. Yeah, there's no audio.
Yeah, there's no audio. But I'm saying judging on what I saw and his pictures and stuff I just wonder about it, the mental health of it. I'm not saying that he had to die or anything like that. I'm not saying that has anything to do with him getting killed, because I feel like the hillbillies was being fucking badasses, and they should have, if they really felt concerned, call the cop. And being an ex-cop, you call the cops, trail him, let him know where he is, stay inside the truck. That's it. He would still be here.
Right.
He would still be here to this day. But even if, when you watch the video, it's like you know, first of all, he's running in the middle of the street. I never heard anybody jogging in the middle of the street, but I think at that point that was the chase. I don't think that he was jogging at that particular point. And then, like, say if the truck is behind you, chasing you, right? They get in front of you and hop out of the truck. And like my question is, like, for him to run to the truck and run towards the action to the people that was trying to get you, to me that just didn't make that made me question his mental health. If that was in fact him.
I'm saying, like, so like,
you know
when you see a cut scene, like, we don't know, like, you know,
the
timestamp. No, I'm saying with the timestamp, we don't know how long that was, how far that was.
Yeah, that's true. That's
sometimes
true.
I mean, like
they could have been getting in front of him, going back.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I don't be trying to glorify no like street shit or nothing like that, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, me and my brothers ran down on dudes sometimes. Motherfuckers be running hard as they can. Sometimes they get tired of running. It's like, yo, try to pick up a bottle, pick up something, and it's like, yo, it's go time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't running no more. It's like, yo, I'm out of it. I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like we don't know how long that went. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just saying, you know.
But I don't put him being shot on him. I like you said, you don't know how long it was going. Like, when he was actually like within, you know, arm's length of the shotgun situation.
Like, imagine you had to sprint, Mo, for like 20 yards.
Yeah. Who, me?
Yeah,
hey,
you had to sprint.
Yo, just because I got the George, just because I got the George Foreman, man, don't sleep on my quickness and my speed. Ask them dudes how I played ball during the barbecue, July 4th barbecue at Johnny Benson's place. I wasn't winning. I did my thing. You know what I'm saying? Chris Clark is in better shape than me, and I went longer than him. I bust that ass.
Okay. Some snacks if you're watching this.
He ain't getting no buckets. I was getting rebounds. I was getting assists. You know what I'm saying? I hit him with the crossover and then just caught him with the leg.
Oh, you see?
Days.
You like Charles Barkley.
Charles
Barkley with that joke.
But like I said, I definitely don't put it on him. My thing, I'm just questioning the mental health of him. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be surprised if that's something that was brought up. I don't know whether it's from the defense or from the prosecutors. But make no mistake, I think the white dudes, like, you know, I like to call them hillbillies. I don't like to use their names. I think they was wrong, you know, totally in this situation. You know.
But what about their mental health?
Oh yeah, there's too.
Because in my experience, anytime that I've met anyone
that's a good point.
that's like, every time that I've met anyone that's like flat out racist, they have mental health issues.
Well, anybody that's racist has mental health issues. Like to just dislike somebody just because of they're different than you are. You know
like
what I'm saying?
Extra chromosomes.
And it's conditioning too. You know what I mean? Like, you're taught that. Like, there's only two things that a child inherently knows, like, naturally: fear of loud noises and fear of heights. That's it. Everything else that your child knows is taught. Everything. Fear of loud noises and fear of heights. Those are the only things that we are naturally innately born with. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is learned, man. You know?
Exactly, man. That hate is taught, man. That hate is taught.
Big
that
time,
ain't no real shit.
But
I can only. Oh, I'm sorry, Kareem. Did you respond to what he said?
No, yeah, I was saying that hate is taught, man. It's like, you know, it's like it'd be fear. It'd be fear, like, you know what I mean? And everybody know the same. Everybody got the same fucking fear. We know what it is, but it's like what America conditioned people to think. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Like, you know, they put, you know, like a lot of people out, you know, like for instance, Mike Tyson coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Like you know, we have images
that's why I got the shirt on, man.
Of dark-skinned dudes like wrecking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's LeBron dunking on somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like Deontay Wilder knocking somebody out or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's always like an image of.
Kareem, you know what's funny though about that? Because in the movies in Hollywood, they depict dark-skinned black men as being more aggressive and being more, you know, I don't know if like evil is the wrong word, but just being more aggressive, being the aggressors, being the people you can't trust. But if you look at it historically, the black, like, dark-skinned brothers is the one that was always getting the shit into the stick, though. They was the one that was they was the one that was getting beat first. They was the one that was used as an example. They were the ones that the buck, quote unquote, that was broken first. So it's like, in reality, y'all was getting the shit into the stick, but Hollywood make it seem like y'all evil. You see how fucked up that is, man?
Yeah, but it's like it's designed that way though. It's designed that way to make people afraid. You know what I mean? And not mess with.
they make like they'll make white folks, oh, we're so scared of black people. We're so scared of black people. I'm so scared. But like the white people invented the atom bomb. You know what I'm saying? They invented machine guns. Any destructive thing that you could think of that kills like massive amounts of people.
But this is the media though.
By a black person.
Like this is the media doing this. That's the media.
Yeah.
Like why do you think? And this is almost like a whole other discussion, but why do you think there's so many movies? I'll give you an example.
All right, no fake Samuel Jackson movies either.
Shut the fuck up.
He said a monster and shit. He's like a monster.
This nigga made
you guys go ahead without me. You guys go ahead without me. I'll protect. I'll stop King Kong.
This cat made up a movie he was pitching to Hollywood. He just made it
up. Right?
Fuck, now I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. Like, for example, we're supposed to empathize with white people. That's how the media makes it out. You know what I'm saying? Because like, for example, like Tiger King, like
oh yeah,
people were like, Michael Vick deserves to go to hell. You know what I mean? When Michael Vick was getting inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame. You remember that, Kareem?
Yeah, right.
Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, he deserves to go to hell. He deserves to be hung or whatever." And it's like, you try to say to him, and it's like, "Yo, the reason you guys feel this way is because he's black." And then they try to up you morally by saying, "Oh no, morally speaking, he's a bad person. We shouldn't support bad people." But it's like, if you do history, if you go back to like the 30s and 40s and 50s, outside of after slavery, white people have always been taught that they're more upstanding morally than black people. So it's like this thing that's being taught where it's like, oh, we have to guide black people to morality. That's what Christianity.
And what it is, and it's not even like it's like being taught in a school with a chalkboard and shit. It's programming.
It's just programming.
That's what it is. It's programming.
Because let me show you some stuff that I found online about the Tiger King.
What was that?
I didn't see that
Tiger
shit.
King.
I didn't watch it. Nah, I didn't watch it.
Look.
They got
It's like a chick put her face on somebody and she's like in love with the Tiger King.
It's too bad because he doesn't like vagina, so she just doing that for no reason.
You know what I mean? And even if it is like a joke, that's not what Mike Vick got.
Yeah.
You know
what did he do to the tigers?
He killed five.
He killed like a bunch of tigers.
Yeah.
Oh, he killed them? Shit, I thought he was the king, Eddie.
Yeah, once they weren't able to like be a service to a zoo, he wouldn't just let them die naturally. He would just take them out and just shoot them and bury them. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Yeah,
Damn. I didn't know he was doing all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I'm saying, but they was dying already, right?
I gotta look more into that. I don't know from what I heard, they just got a little older and he just had no use for them, so he just took them out allegedly.
I'm not interested in the Tiger King. I'm not interested in
I didn't even know this.
That's not why he went to jail though. He went to jail because he
went to jail too.
Yeah, because he put a hit out on Carol.
He
put a hit out on Carol Baskin, the woman that looks like Peaches.
Oh, that's why people was crazy about this shit. I didn't really look into this.
But I don't want to stray from the topic of what me and Kareem was talking about. You know, with that situation, I forget even why we wasn't really debating. I was just talking about the young man's mental health, and I think we obviously both agree that he shouldn't have been killed in that situation. But my question is, you know,
that was the footage being released at certain time frames.
But my question is, say that was him in that structure exploring and running in the middle street, whatever. Kareem, you got kids, you know what I'm saying? Right. Would you and you try to school you got a son, you try to school your son the best that you possibly can so he could be as safe as he possibly could. Would you tell your son, hey son, Blue Jr., you know what? You know, America's a nice place, you know what I'm saying? So you can go to this neighborhood you've never been before and just go through these buildings. You're going to be straight. Like, would you say that?
Right, but just because they never seen him don't mean he never been there before.
Yeah, that's true.
For all you know, he could have been getting some buns.
Yeah.
Something. Shorty was probably Lord of little shorties probably for somebody's daughter probably was probably gonna meet him over there.
But my question is.
So all right, well, hold on. So let's spin that. Well, let's say it was one of the little girls was supposed to meet him over there. Like, yo, meet me at the structure where we meet at.
Right.
Why he can't get a little? I mean, one of the girls from offline. No, I'm just saying. Let's just. I'm just saying hypothetically, right? Let's say he was supposed to meet somebody there, and he looked around like, damn, where she at? You know what I mean? Shorty ain't pull up. They see him there. He thinking it's about that. I don't know. That's her pops, uncle. I don't know what it is. They like they probably knew who he was. I don't know. Right. They probably called him by name.
Right, but
Aubrey, what you? Oh, right. I'm out. Like I'm saying, like I'm out.
What does some being in the structure have to? I'm trying to see the correlation between. And sorry to cut you off. I'm trying to see the correlation between being curious and mental health because to me that sounds like it sounds kind of like a justification to the end of. Well, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. But what does that mean? I'm saying hold on. I'm just questioning the argument.
No, because what I'm saying is people are painting that narrative, the curious narrative. Because there was nothing stolen.
Yeah.
So people just coming up with that curious narrative because nothing was stolen. But how about the brother was going to meet something there? You know what I'm saying? They probably was some white girls in that neighborhood his age. Maybe he was going to meet something there.
That's definitely a possibility. Man, I got
maybe like so. All right, so think about we talking about young people here. Like Mo, you 40. I don't know how old you are, Keenan. You know what I'm saying? I'm 41. You know what I'm saying?
I'm 41. See the hairline.
You know what I'm saying? So imagine like he like, yo, like he might be embarrassed or you know how it is, like he might be like dating a white girl, not wanting to tell his mother.
Or the other way around.
Right.
Who knows? You know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, yo, man, I'm going jogging. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I get all that, but this is what I'm asking. This is what I'm trying to ask you. Yeah. Just because you shouldn't die in a situation, right? Doesn't mean you can't. Just because,
of course,
just because ideally you shouldn't die. Of course, you shouldn't die in a situation. Doesn't mean you can't. So you give advice to your son. All I'm saying is you'll be like, yo, whenever you go into a situation, just be careful and keep your head on a swivel. You wouldn't tell them like, hey, you're not supposed to die. Fuck it, you could just go in, like anywhere. You're gonna be straight. That's all I'm saying. Like,
you always
there's always a like, listen, you take the risk of dying when we just get in our car and go to work, just on some regular shit.
Right, but I'm just saying, like when people we paint these narratives, they come up with these imaginative, narratives like, oh, he was just curious, like why not? Like have people done that?
There's nothing wrong with that. I just think it's the way I see it. Like some people say, people are saying, oh, that's just a justification for him getting killed. No, I don't see it like that. The way I see it is keep your head on the motherfucking swivel because we on the away court, man. This ain't the home court. This is the away court.
Right.
If you play Chicago Bulls, if you're the Indiana Pacers and you playing the Bulls on the Bulls court, you're not gonna get the calls. That's just what it is.
As a black man in this country, you always gotta have your head on the swivel. That's what I mean.
That's all I'm saying.
Right. You should be taught that. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be taught.
Like we can't bring back Mr. Arbery. Like there's nothing we can do about it. But like moving forward, we can look at that example. Like listen, we got to be more careful. It sounds funny, but I'm a jogger too.
You're an avid jogger.
I used to be. I'm about to get back on it, but even I would like, I got to be more on point, just to be more cautious, because not only you know what I'm saying, should I have be on a silver, but people look at situations like that, and it's copycat motherfuckers.
But what it is like they wouldn't have to chase you down with the truck though, Mo. They could walk up on you, man. They could catch you.
Yo, keep on sleeping.
They can throw a rock at you.
Yo, I'm gonna come to the boxing gym, and you're gonna see the speed and the power.
The accuracy. I'm gonna see it.
You keep sleeping on.
No, but the whole thing that I have about all of that is like. I mean, everybody has to keep a head on the swivel everywhere they go, sure. But at the same time, it's like
when you're black, it's double though. When you're black, it's double.
Yo, if you watch sports, we as African Americans, man, or whatever you want to call it, Moors, original man, we are the away team in America. You have to conduct yourself as such. If you get a little ticky tack foul on Jordan gonna get the call every time. So you got to play. We got to play the game a little until we have our own court. That's just how it is, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, and it's just unfortunate.
Then work again your own court. Then
what was that?
Then
Oh yeah,
focus on getting
that's
your
the
own
that's the
content.
that's the whole point. That's
what
why
it is.
Kareem doing what he do. Kareem got his own business. You're starting your movie production company, and me, I'm just getting into porn. So we all got our own ways that we trying to.
Yeah.
You producing? You producing, Mo?
And I'm starring.
It gets to a point. It gets to a point where you have to stand up to yourself for yourself, but
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be in the streets though.
Right.
Like,
For sure.
I'm watching this show right now called Hunters, and basically it's about the Nazi hunter retaliation team that went after the Nazis after World War II.
I saw that.
That sounds like Inglorious.
I saw like
Bastards.
the first episode. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Like something like that.
It's a fictionalized version, but it's also based on like true shit that happened. Like when they put together Israel, they had Mossad, and Mossad went after all the enemies of the Israeli state and all that stuff, right? So I mean, that's a way that they kind of got respect after being fucked over. You know what I mean?
I just see it's very hard for like an innocent black person to get like murdered, gunned down by a white cop in an affluent black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That's all like tightly knit and together. I don't see that happening. Like you don't see you don't see no cops killing no Jews, no Jewish
because it requires accountability on their part.
Yeah, you don't see cops killing like you won't see that.
Sorry.
No, you don't.
It has to get to a point where we hold those that oppress us accountable if we're interested in staying and thriving in America.
Yeah, definitely. Because you never heard of like a Chinese person getting killed by a janky white cop in Chinatown. You never hear that shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? You never hear of a Spanish person like in Spanish Harlem or whatever getting killed by like a crazy white cop. That doesn't happen.
That don't mean it don't happen though.
Yeah,
no, it doesn't. No, but you know what?
Sure.
You know what's deep about that? You know what's deep about that, Kareem? Though doesn't mean it doesn't happen, because if it does happen, sometimes it's suppressed because they're always trying to push a narrative, black versus white.
Well, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They always trying to push that narrative too. So you got to keep that into mind too.
I have the theory that the media and social media is aimed for black people, because like we were talking last week, sometimes I don't know if this happened to you, but sometimes you'll wake up in the morning and it'll be an uncensored clip of a cop shooting a black kid. I mean, you wake up in the morning and you're like taking a shit and you're checking Facebook, getting ready for work, and now you're getting videos of black people getting killed by cops.
Yeah, it's designed to get you agitated. And
now I'm like, now I gotta go to work and work with white people and not want to kill somebody.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's programming, man.
So we have to be I think we have to be careful of what we allow ourselves to give attention to, what we take in.
Did you see the
I always
go ahead.
No, we always gotta pay attention to what we take in though.
This is related to you see the beef with Ari Spears and Mike Epps. Yeah, I see what's going on.
I didn't go into it.
It relates to this because Mike Epps, he was like, man, listen, man, like the thing is the cops be killing us all the time, man, because sometimes in the hood we be killing ourselves, so they feel like if we don't respect ourselves, they don't respect ourselves. But you know what I'm saying? And then Ari Spears like, listen, motherfucker, you gotta realize that is some asinine shit how could you possibly say that, nigga? I don't give a fuck what you're thinking about. These days, if a white guy wants to kill, I think my Ari Spears is on point. That shit sound kind of dope. But he was basically that's fucked up. He was Aries, and I agree with Aries. If a racist want to kill you, he gonna kill you, regardless of what black people do with each other. If a cracker, a racist cracker, and I'm saying that in terms not just calling all white people crackers, but in terms of a racist person, if they want to fuck you over, they're gonna fuck you over. It don't matter what I'm doing to Kareem. If they want to kill me, they're gonna kill me. In fact, if I kill Kareem, I'm actually doing their work. Well, I feel like when a black person kills another black person, you actually helping white supremacy. If you frivolously just killing niggas, like killing each other, I think that's bullshit. But I don't think
people kill people that's in close proximity.
That's in close proximity.
And I also agree with Aries in the sense that it gets to it doesn't matter. Like I hate this. I really hate the narrative where people are like, well, we need to, as black people in America, we need to learn how to blah blah blah. When we go, shut the fuck up. Like people don't care. People don't care. I'll give you an example. I grew up in the suburbs. I grew up in the suburbs, high middle class. My dad went to medical school. I got good grades and all that stuff. I speak properly. I wear sweaters and all that stuff. I've never
I wear sweaters.
I've never been in the hood. I've never lived in the hood. I've never been involved in drugs. I've never sold drugs, none of that stuff. And white people still call me nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm supposedly a model citizen, but I'm still black. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't give that, like, this whole, and that's why, Kareem, like, that's this light skin perspective. It's a joke.
Right.
Light skin, black skin, like, none of that shit matters.
It's all bullshit.
None of that. The way we talk, the way we carry ourselves. That's why I don't judge another brother or sister. You know what I mean?
Right, because you don't know, you know what I mean? People grow up different places, man. People grow up, you know what I'm saying? They have different influences and different things like that. And I talk to people all the time. Like, somebody might say, like, to somebody like you, they'll be like, oh, no, he ain't really black. You know what I mean? Like, you probably heard that before.
Keenan the most,
you know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying?
Regardless of how Keenan speak, he the most pro-black gangster dude I know. don't let his speech pattern.
Right. I'm just saying, like, but that's the narrative that's been painted, though. You know what I'm saying? To create more divide.
Yeah.
And even when you're a proper speaking person and you end up working, because what happens is you end up getting jobs and shit like that, in white spaces, and it's horrible because you're still the nigga. You know what I mean? Like, when they do, like, diversity hiring and all that stuff, you're the guy just so they can fill numbers out.
Yeah, like, I have, you know what I mean? Like, I have a couple people, you know what I mean? They work in, like, certain industries, and they, and they tell me that all the time, you know what I mean? Because they, like, one of the only black people there, like in the computer field, or, like, you know what I'm saying, electrical field, like, you know what I mean? And they say they get treated a certain way, and it's like, you know what I mean? And it's frustrating, you know what I mean? It's almost like they want you to quit, you know what I'm saying?
So you can't get that unemployment.
Right.
You need that unemployment.
Well, yeah.
I had this one job. Where I was one of two black guys, but, like, the other black guy had been there for a while. And I remember, like, I heard the N-word at work twice within, like, a 2-week time span. And it was one, I was with a partner. We were out. We were doing, like, programming fire alarm systems, and it was a prison. And out of nowhere, he just said, like, the N-word, and then he became scared of me, like I was going to tell him or some shit, which I did. And then I'll snitch all day, every day. You gotta learn sometime. Then we were on a conference call, and someone hacked into it and was saying, like, the N-word and stuff. It was a white dude. So. Wow. It eventually got to a point where people started having attitudes against me. And I remember one day I flipped out on one of my coworkers. And it got to a point where I was, like, 2 inches from his face, and I was, like, screaming in his face. And I was punching, like, on the side of his face.
You see that bullshit ass form?
The cubicle. He's hitting the cubicle.
You see his bullshit form? He was like this when he punched.
He was hitting the cubicle behind him. Mother.
Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to illustrate the way I did it.
Yo, look how you punch. Why you punch with your hand sideways like this?
Anyway.
You punch like Antoine Dotson.
Climbing through your windows.
I was like this. It was 1920s. The time I had this job was in the 1910s. I was like this. I was like, you ain't gonna call me the N-word, see?
You punch like Andrew Caldwell, the dude that they say I look like.
No, but I was punching him, and I was like, yo, if we weren't on the job right now, I would knock your face off. But then he got calm. Like, my coworker got real calm. He was like, you're not gonna talk to me that way, Keenan. Like, he was like fucking with me. Let me ask you. He was disrespectful up until that point when I snapped on him, and he's like, you're not.
Let me ask you something though, because if somebody provokes you to that point where, like, they didn't touch you, but they verbally saying something provoking you to the point of physical violence, they kind of got control over you, yo. Because
that's why I told myself. I said after that happened, I said never again.
Let me ask you a question.
Let anybody get me that upset ever again.
Would you agree that black people for the most part are funnier than white people? when it just comes to like roasting and playing the dozens.
Yes.
Just as far as so we're better than them. So if they call you a nigga, you know how many crackers and all kinds of shit that we can call them, and we can say the same thing back to them like but 10 times harder.
No, but this wasn't even the same. This wasn't even the same coworker. He didn't come in.
No, it's not even about your
shit he was doing.
Listen,
it was psychological shit he was doing.
It's not just about your experience.
Said we funnier than them.
No, it's not just about that. Like you nigger, you know what I mean? Like they like nigga, that's just the trigger word that make us like want to throw away our whole like Kareem. I'm not saying Kareem thinks this way, but you know what I'm saying? Kareem, business.
No, I do think that way. I still want to rip him off for the head off.
Let me finish. Let me finish my thought. Business, family.
You take forever to get to your points.
I'm trying. Well, you keep cutting me off. I ain't gonna get to the point. I can't see Kareem like a white dude calling him a nigga and him risking losing everything just to fight that person that said it when he can literally say the same shit right back to them. Nigga, you cracking. Look at your mustard ass. At least get him mad to the point where the other person tries to attack first. Then you knock them the fuck out. That's all I'm saying. Like be smart about it.
You switch the roles on them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Be smart about it.
Like ain't nobody that good enough to get me verbally to make me.
I know you're not like that.
No, I'm saying like we all like comedians, like we handle hecklers and shit like that. Ain't nobody gonna say no shit that could get me that tight. And I'm like,
just in general, when I see so many of our brothers and sisters have that willingness to lose it over something that they can literally just say right back to them.
Well,
I'm not letting nobody have that kind of power over me. I'm gonna lose my entire life over a word that you say. I'm not.
No, but it's I might not like actually dive on it, but I'll definitely I'll slap the shit out you, Ted.
But that's
what you say.
That's not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, right. I'm like, it ain't gonna be a snapback. It's gonna be like I'll slap the shit out you, bro. Like, don't play yourself.
You gotta be smart.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't that. You know what I'm saying?
But that goes back to what I said before. We always got to remember it. We are on. The away, we are the away team.
That's the perception that you think.
What?
Like I'm saying like you think away. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I mean, like I know the reality of it is, but it is like it is what it is. Like I don't give a fuck who it is. I ain't gonna teach my son that. I don't give a fuck like that home team away team shit. I don't think that way. This is my team. I'm running the shit, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm on a court or no court. I'm on my own time. I created the big three. I'm Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm Ice Cube with my shit. Like,
I agree with Kareem. The thing about being on your best, the narrative of like be on your best behavior, like it's bullshit.
Yeah, fuck that.
And I'm using myself as an example. I'm using myself by saying I speak a certain way, I do this, and that's just who I am. I'm not trying to be on my best behavior for anybody. And people still don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
But best
so
behavior,
it's like I don't believe that that's a narrative.
Yeah, but that whole idea of best behavior, that's not even what I'm talking about at all. I'm just saying if somebody call me a nigga, I'm gonna call him a cracker. That's all I'm saying. And that got nothing to do with best behavior. You know what I'm saying?
No, but like you talking about in a regular content, he talking about in a setting, right, where you seeing somebody every day, pretty much for like 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In close proximity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like you work with this dude. You know what I'm saying? That's a different situation. It's like somebody driving down the road, like, hey, nigga, get out the way. You know what I mean? That's a whole different situation. You know what I mean?
And what I told myself from that point, I said, and at a job, I will never let myself get that. I would rather quit. I would rather quit before I let myself get to that situation. But at the same time, my mindset changed. So now when I go into different jobs and stuff now, well, the difference is I'm actually doing something I love now. You change your mindset. But go ahead.
No, I'm saying like for example, like Mo was saying, like Mo, I can't see your picture. Oh, there you go. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like before I had my boxing club, I used to work at another gym, right? And I had an issue with a manager that was there. You know, the manager, he was a white dude. You know what I'm saying? They had hired him because the other manager, she had moved on to something else. You know what I mean? But this dude was like a tyrant and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he was racist or whatever, but he was just like, he was an asshole. I know that part. You know what I'm saying? And like, I didn't care that he was white or whatever the fuck it was. I'm like, you ain't about to talk crazy to me ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck who you is. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I mean? Like, he had said some shit I wasn't feeling. And I approached him on it in the lobby in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, fuck that. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you ain't about to talk crazy to me, bro. I don't give a fuck this job. You know what I mean? It ain't like I gotta say the shit you and you probably got a career, but like a job, shit. You ain't about to talk crazy to me. Like, especially if we got an HR department, I will slap the dog shit out you. Like, like we going to HR. I'm like, yo, he said this, and y'all better do something. Y'all don't do something, I'm gonna put the pause on him, and we all going to court. And
it's like if we're both working at McDonald's, I ain't gonna take that shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, I get you right.
Yeah, I just shouldn't.
You
but
know
still,
what I mean?
like you got an HR department. It's gonna be. It got to be a case. It can't just be like, oh, you got to pack your shit, Keenan. No, motherfucker, it's different. It's different. Y'all heard what the fuck he said. You heard the phone conference. Nobody. This motherfucker didn't get a write up. Nothing.
I got fired. I eventually got fired from that job, but I cut a sweet check of unemployment.
There you go. Oh, so you jobless now?
Oh, so you got
no. This was years ago. This is when I lived back in Pennsylvania.
Oh, I thought that happened now.
How long? Wait, how long after the punching of the wall did you get fired?
It was maybe almost a month.
Okay,
almost a month, not quite a month.
Okay, all right.
But it was all building up, like it built because the town I lived in. It was when I lived in Allentown, and Allentown was a goofy place because it was like Pennsylvania in general. It's just one of those goofy, like red states.
Yeah, I know Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Yeah, where everybody.
I used to live in Philly.
Yeah, and Philly's racist too, but I mean, there's places outside of Philly that are even worse.
Right.
And it's not like people think they're racist. I mean, they hang out with black people and stuff like that. I have few people from my job come to like a comedy show and stuff, so it wasn't like they were like racist per se, but it was just the environment was very much pro-Trumpy. We all love guns. You know, there's not a lot of niggas around. And it was always like coded language. You understand what I'm saying? You know, there's drugs in this city. You know what I mean? Like, it's like one of those kind of coded, the way they talk was very coded, right? So, and plus, like, the people in the town, too, were, like, all goofy. Like, it was just, like a weird space in my life. So it got to a point where, like, I just, like, snapped. I was like, I'm sick of the racism in this town. I'm sick of everybody selling drugs. I'm sick of this. I was just, like, tired of everything. So it all, like, accumulated to this one moment at my job.
And you know it is like you know what I mean, I lived in Philly and shit, like, you know, and like I was younger though when I lived in Philly, like in my 20s, early 20s and shit. So like you know what I mean, like Central Philly, the South Philly, all that type of area shit. But like we didn't really see like I know it's like racism with the, you know, with the racism with the cops and shit, but like, you know, like like in the communities and shit, like, you know, we was just in certain areas where it was, you know what I mean, where we wasn't even really seeing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or we was seeing it, was too busy moving, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to party and shit. You know what I'm saying? We was just partying and shit, like being oblivious to every fucking thing around us. Shit's crazy. And then like, then you start settling down, you start waking up and seeing shit like, oh shit. You know, when the party.
I wanted to bring it back to the
sensitive too, because I'm a Cancer, so.
I wanted to bring it back to like the home team comment when you were saying like you want to raise your family a certain way when that doesn't exist, and that's understood. I think one of the ways to eradicate racism is get that whole idea of that construct out of our children. That's the best way. I said,
well,
but
I mean,
can I let me finish, Kenny? You talked a lot. Let me finish.
Sorry,
but you still have to be realistic. Like, listen, because you look like this, you know what I mean. There are going to be people in the world that treat you unfairly. So that's
right.
That's what I mean. Like, you still got
what it is.
You still have to give them clairvoyance. Like, not saying they got to go around, or because I'm black I'm lesser, or because I'm a lighter skin I'm more. No, but you still have to give them like the clairvoyance and the understanding that there's some ignorant motherfuckers that's gonna look at you a different way. Just like if there's alligators in the lake, you know what I'm saying? You should be able to swim with the alligators. The alligators are some motherfucking savages. And if you're in their habitat, there's a chance this might happen to you. So just
and then it's like, you know, and then
you're in that atmosphere.
But then there's also, I mean, and also that's just any type of person too. Like, you have to keep them aware of that. Then you have to also keep them aware, like other people that look like you that hate on you. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you have
to give them all.
You're getting it from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like when you black, you getting it from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like we all in the comedy game. Like, you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like Mo, I know you, like, you know, like you go at it with certain comedians sometimes, like going back and forth, like in a playful manner. But some motherfuckers be serious. Like, you know what I mean? Like some dudes be, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they like if you getting booked a lot or, you know what I mean? Like people don't like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people that can't take this shit like that because it's really not you. It's really a reflection because they shit ain't going well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big facts.
You know what I mean? It ain't
That's
really like they mad at you. Like, I don't even know what this motherfucker life like. You know what I mean? I'm just mad my shit ain't going right.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you know.
And that's a matter of too, like knowing your audience and knowing if you really bother somebody by like certain, like when I make jokes or whatever, or if I'm going back, if I see it's really bothering somebody, I try to pull back. But sometimes I pull back too late, and it's
right.
The motherfucker's mind is already made up.
And then it's like you never know, like so it's like anytime like your mind gets altered and you go into a situation, like you know what I mean, like whatever you went into with it, you know what I mean, that's the mindset you're gonna have. Like if like we was going into a bar and like you just got fired and you had a bad day, your shorty just broke up with you, when you start drinking, you probably gonna get into a fight. You know what I'm saying? 90% you're gonna get into the fight because that's the mindset. You went in with an angry mindset. Now you at the job, you just got the raise, they gave you the stimulus. You know what I'm saying? You like, oh, I got the extra 1,200. Now you in the bar, you buy, yo, you need a shot. You got now you a happy drunk because you went in with that mindset. So like even like even with comedy, like some people go into it with a different mindset. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some people go into it because of pain. Some people go into it because they feel like, oh, yo, people like, yo, you should be a comedian. You funny. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know what I mean? Like it depends on like why people get into it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
this is the way out for me, man. This is it. I used to be a musician. Like the song that you heard in the beginning, that's all me.
Right.
I was doing music like almost 20 years ago.
Right.
And it just never really panned out for me. You know what I mean?
But it's no, I'm saying it was an experience for you to use. Like, I mean, you don't know when it's going to pan out.
Yeah,
but you have that tool. So like look at motherfuckers like the what's your boy this do the shit the smiley comedian dude. No, not your actual boy, the comedian. He came out with the shit. The dudes don't cheat and shit. The black dudes don't cheat.
Chris there?
No.
The song Smile, what's his face?
Yeah, Smile, bitch.
Little Duval.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, he came out with the little shit. You even think back in the day, Weird Al Yankovic, like coming up with motherfucking songs that's funny, that sell. You know what I'm saying? Like you a comedian that could sing. Make a fucking funny song. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like the shit ain't that.
Hey, you used to be a musician too, though, or a producer, weren't you? Back in the days, you had a video. You got a BT uncut video, don't you?
Yeah, my brother do. Yeah, I was in there. Yeah.
What was the name of the group?
Vampire Entertainment with an N, not an M. Yeah.
Vampire Entertainment?
Yeah, Vampire. Yeah. So the dude that started the company was Van. You know what I mean? So like, it was Van's Empire.
Van's Empire.
So he shortened it to Vampire.
Vampire.
Yeah, when we was running with the whole, like, you know what I mean, bite mark shit, everything.
Man, all you guys are talented. That's dope. I wish I could sing. I can't sing.
Oh shit, that shit didn't come up. Well, whatever. I was gonna look it up, but I don't feel like doing that shit.
Oh yeah. Yo, you do screen sharing and all that shit.
Technology
down.
Yeah. We trying to do a big ballers, LeVar Ball, big baller.
Oh, you got you got the whole shit locked down.
What's the name of that video? Do you remember the name of the video?
It was Gotta Bang. Go to Gotta Bang, Shorty Black.
Man, how long ago was this?
This was like 2001.
Oh yeah, it says 11 years ago, but I know the video was shot.
Yeah, right. Actually, what's the name? You remember Kojak?
Who?
Kojak, the show. Kojak. Yeah. His son shot it. Telly Savalas' son shot the video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nick Savalas.
Is that you? Though you looking young as hell.
Yeah,
hold on.
Children in there.
Share that stuff.
Hold on, I'm trying to, man. Hold up, I'm gonna share it right now.
He don't know what he's doing, y'all. He fucking.
No, I got it.
No, let's get embarrassed.
Is it?
Oh, bring it back.
I'll bring it back.
You gotta see, because we had Stephen Baldwin. He was one of the sponsors.
I'm the man, you're the man. I love the vampire. I just want to move the phone to the other side of my head in the shot. Do it digitally, flip it. I don't care. However you do it, just get it done. Okay. All right, just get it done.
What's up, dog?
Look, I got a gig for you guys at a place called Tangs tonight, all right?
Is the money right?
Did I book it?
Check. Yo. Think S, it's the best. What you thinking about? Lex with the blinking mouth. Sex and Shamika house. VPs, we get blessed and we creeping.
My bad.
Now, my CDs and cassettes, they be leaking now. They wanna peep my style. Next, what I keep in foul. Stress, but I'm eating now. Guess to see me now. Don't be beefing wild. Your vest peeking now. You keep speaking loud. Blood be leaking now. Be dead in the ground. From 2 weeks from now, you just a reefer cloud. When that he could plow, that could have been your son. He could have had your child, but I need money stacks, so I'm
Yeah, that's my brother.
the world go round, another girl go down. You got beef as the blast. You put on a dress against you, hide your madam's apple. Another rapper, I ain't had the bag. Crazy. When we shoot things, cause we got a bang. Had Bruce Wayne and some Daddy Kane. Had 2 chains, used to ride the train. This is a new game. I ain't playing. Y'all start that bitch, I can't deal with. I was tight last year and I'm still pissed. So many times y'all wanna hear that real dish. Got a bang. Early morning cereal with soda.
You can cut that. You can cut that. That's enough.
Better moan.
Oh shit! I thought I stopped
bring
it.
back memories. I don't hear it.
Hold on. I thought I stopped it. Well, I did stop it. All right. I stopped sharing, but it kept playing in my ear.
Got you.
Nah, he kind of remind me of the clips a little bit. Pusha T, chrome wheel,
Okay.
top spinning.
Yeah.
He got that kind of that tank, that
raspy, that type of.
Yeah, but that was tight though. That was fire.
Yeah, man. So that was my video we had on BET Uncut, man. All the clothes he was wearing in the video was our clothing line that we had at the time.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up,
man.
So how long have you been involved in entertainment then, Green?
Shit, man, for about like over 20 years. Yeah, over 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah, we all pushing that. We all about 20 years.
Yeah.
In our respective different crafts, man.
It's weird. It's weird to think how 2001 was so long ago.
Don't you sometimes wish?
Crazy.
Don't you sometimes wish you was the lucky one that figured it out at 14 though? You know what I mean? We be retired with a couple million in the bank. You just chilling, man. You know, especially me. I got started comedy like 34, man.
Right.
The pressure was on.
What you mean? Like what? You like 8 more? 8? Like 8 years?
6.
6.
Okay. I'm going on 7.
Yeah.
I'm going on 7. But I started spoken word poetry. I started doing like the slam poetry like in 2008.
Right.
And a lot of my poems were like kind of funny. So I didn't realize I was building the foundation for comedy like probably like in 08.
Man.
But I didn't realize what I was doing. You know?
Stage presence, man.
Was probably the man. He was probably the man back in the day. He probably wore Jenko jeans and
you know this.
Had a
I did have Jenko jeans.
Yo,
had a long neck.
When I was more skinny, I used to have the Kangos with the
I had Jenko jeans.
You know, I used to have the tie. I used to have the sport coat with the Air Force Ones, like Usher, man. You know what I'm saying?
And then he would wear button-up shirts, but they'll be open, and he'll have another T-shirt underneath.
Yo, you ever notice Keenan head look just like a light bulb? Yo? Like you got a bulbous skull. like that's how I can tell you smart because your forehead mad big.
As your forehead is all up in the camera right now.
But that's where I get my my little comedy prowess from. You know what I'm saying? I get that shit from the boxing and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I get my
making quick decision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get my timing from boxing.
I wore this because I wanted to show Kareem that like I'm coming out of retirement like Tyson. Like look at the form. You know what I'm saying?
Like Michael Moorer.
When Keenan was punching, he was punching like this. You know what I'm saying?
I was telling a fucking story.
He fought like the fighting Irish.
he was.
I was rock'em sock'em robots.
He fight like that.
I've only punched one.
But even because that's why I liked rap too, because of punches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all about the punchlines, man.
Everything is a punch. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a punch.
And catching you off guard too, misdirection.
Yeah, I'm saying like if that's what you choose to do. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, you know what I'm saying? Like so some people like just be straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? Set up punchline. It could be a basic setup, or it could be an intricate setup. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You could skip the, you know what I mean, the 2 and go to another. You know what I mean? Like I always compare it to like rappers, right? Mm-hmm. Like let's say if Kendrick Lamar was a boxer, like he would probably be throwing a lot of shots because he punched rapidly.
Yeah.
That's the way his mind works. So your mind, like when you fighting, like the shit is gonna work the way it worked. You know what I mean? Like if, no matter what you do, if you set it up for punches, that's how your mind gonna work. You know what I mean? Like, so if Kendrick was punching, he'd be like that. He'd be moving all over the place. Like Jay-Z would drag this shit out. You know what I mean? He'll drag you out like an Ali, bow, and then hit you with some shit. Like you're like, oh, that was, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll drag it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? So like if they was doing comedy, they would do it the same way because it's still the same punches.
Same concept.
It's punches. You know what I mean?
So now that you say that, when I think of Keenan's comedy style, his style would be Tai Chi because he don't got no punches, just straight up, just feminine movements.
Right.
But Tai Chi still break your.
he just do this. That's all. He's like, yo, what is this dude doing? Like I'm just fucking with Keenan funny as hell, man. I just had to. You threw the alley oop. You didn't realize I had to slam dunk that motherfucker.
Oh man.
When we get in the room, me and Kareem get in the room, it's always.
I'll give you that, Mo Green.
You know that was so cool, man.
It's almost time for my nap anyway.
Yeah,
like I said, ever since I had the experience at my job, I don't let anything. I'm like very mellow with everything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sometimes you just could be direct, and it's like, yo, man, like, what was that about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was you trying to gain from that, bro? What was you trying to get from
big
that?
facts, man.
You know what I mean? Ain't no harm in that. What was that about? You know?
Yeah.
Well, we winded down. Did you guys did any of you guys catch the battle last night? Nelly versus
Nah, I ain't see it.
No, I forgot what I was doing.
I'm not gonna do a recap because I already did the show, but I saw it, and I'm gonna tell you like this, yo.
I heard it was blurry though.
I thought Nelly was gonna get mopped, and I didn't realize how many bangers Nelly had though.
Nelly got some shit.
He got some shit, but Nelly was kind of cheating a little bit because most of his songs, the majority of his hits, features. That's even, and then Luda was like, he kept on saying, "Oh, doing another feature, I see." He was like,
but it's my song, nigga. It's on my album.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's my song.
The first round, like, because they did two rounds of 10. The first round, like Nelly was like white, like the first 3 or 4 songs in a row he had him. Like it was Tip Drill versus My Chick Bad. I gave it the Tip Drill. Then it was Pimp Juice versus Ho. Yo, Pimp Juice is a fire song.
Right.
Yeah. That shit is, but you know, I'm not gonna go through all of it, but
right.
But
I gotta check it out.
Once it got to the second round, like once Nelly was starting to kind of like run out of steam, and then he started like doing like a lot of his R&B, like alternative type songs or whatever.
Right.
And
that's
just
running out of hits.
Fair, cause like Ludacris is hip hop.
Because he would have had to dip into his fucking Saint Lunatics bag.
Yeah. And Ludacris is more hip hop. Nelly is more pop. So it's kind of an uneven comparison. Even though they both came out exactly 20 years ago. But I was impressed. And I didn't realize that Nelly was only one of the 10 hip hop artists that ever went diamond. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Out of all that, like Diamond is selling over 10 million records. I think Jay-Z did it, but I don't think
Nelly's
a lot of major artists didn't do that shit.
Yeah, Nelly's a beast.
But he has but see, his style, it's not just hip hop. They got like a country twang to it. It's a little bit of pop. So when you appeal to like a broad audience, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna happen. So that's what that group,
the group right there with my brother, the Vampires, that what you just saw, like that whole situation didn't transpire because of the Lunatics.
Really?
Right. So they was like they didn't know Nelly was gonna pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he was just a country dude. He didn't even dress like that before like the videos and shit. Like he was dressed like a country dude with the big buckle and shit, like the country with the boots and shit.
Like Field Mob, like how the Field Mob dudes used to dress.
Right. Like he dressed like that. And then they slap the Air Force Ones and shit on him because that's what dudes doing in NY.
So hold on. So Nelly and his crew, it was familiar with your brother's crew?
No. The label, Universal.
Oh, okay. And that's what your brother was under?
They were looking for crews. They were looking for groups. Cause that's when like State Property, all like all of them
they looking for that next.
Groups was just coming together.
And they went with them, y'all. Yeah.
They was looking for groups, and like at the time, like there was no like Instagram, none of that. But like we was on the freaking BET. So it was like you had to get it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like I got like a million Instagram followers. You know what I mean? It was like that, and they was looking for a crew from different areas. So they had got the Ram Squad from Philly, and they got them, and then they was like, you know, they was looking for the New York group, and then Nelly Pop, and then he had his little group, so they was like, fuck it, they already got the notoriety from him.
That's how it be.
It made sense. So it was like 2 or 3 groups that got bumped, and they gave them the budget, and then bang.
I want to see if they got any spoofs, because Nelly was having a lot of he was having technical difficulties.
Oh, you know they got spoofs.
It was a storm in St. Louis, so it kept cutting out.
They was memeing him to death. Oh, it was a storm? Oh, okay.
It was like a storm, like, so his Wi-Fi was acting up, but I already know they're gonna get on him.
They gotta redo it. He had to redo it.
Nelly had to, he had the beater on. At home, Nelly is jacked, man.
Then what's the name of them redo it? Teddy Riley and them Babyface.
Yeah. I covered
because it was such an embarrassment. He was like, "Oh no, we're gonna do this tomorrow."
The memes that came from that shit though,
yeah,
hilarious, man. But that's something that I do along with the podcast. I'm trying to build my YouTube brand. So whenever there's like a battle or something like that, it's like work. I just go into work and I just cover that motherfucker like a fight announcer or whatever. So. This is the industry that I'm putting myself into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Do your thing, Mo Green. Everybody need Mo Green.
Yeah, but we wind it down. Like, I want to keep you forever. I try not to we almost like an hour and a half.
Appreciate you.
I just want to. Do you have anything that's coming up? We have your Cashapp within the description of the videos or whatever. But anything that coming up that the people need to know? Anything you want to promote as far as your boxing gym?
No, actually,
I heard that you was still. There's rumors. I saw you put the meme out like Tekashi. Somebody was snitching on you saying that you still got people training, but they can't prove it.
Yeah, that's it.
You made some type of.
It's prepuncherous, Mo Green, is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? And like,
you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous.
You want a couple of friends to come through the basement on some Fight Club shit and just punch around, have some beers.
Yeah, like people don't because like people don't understand, because like people like I was talking to Jess Miller. She had a podcast, and I was talking to her, and I was saying that because people think like I'm afraid, or like business owners are you afraid to lose like the business? I'm like, no, we are the business. You know what I'm saying? Like, like how Jay-Z said, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm the business. Like I am Blue Boy Boxing Club. Like those are just walls. You know what I'm saying? Like wherever I'm at that's where the business at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I could do that shit in the backyard. Like, you know what I mean? I was doing that before I had a space.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
So it's like,
now, as far as they starting to open up the state a little bit, starting on the 20th. How does that affect your club? Will you be able to have people like come through or whatever? Like
I don't know, man. They keep pushing shit back, man. It's
as
like,
far as gyms.
Yeah, and I think that's part of one of the things, man, to keep people like down, man. Like you need to work out for your immune system.
You got to be outside. You need sun.
You need, you need
cardio.
It's like
yeah, that's the weirdest thing about this shit. It's like, the things that we need that could actually help us. They say stay inside. Like you need to be exposed. You need your immune system needs exposure. Like
Keaton, like I know you were saying, like, before we head out, like you were saying you grew up in, the suburban area, and I'm in a situation now where I'm raising, like my kids in a suburban area, but I'm not suburban. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I mean? So I'm in like a catch-22 because I'm raising them for the world that I grew up in and I know. You know what I'm saying? And as I'm learning how things are out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the same time, you know what I mean? So it's like it's like you're taking in 2 different things at one time. You know what I mean?
My parents kind of were in the same situation as you.
Okay.
So, I'm sure it'll be interesting when I raise my kids as well.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you can see both, because I've also seen both sides. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but it's cool. It's cool. I wish you best of luck with everything. It's cool what you're doing.
Right.
I can't wait to see one of your shows, see you do stand up.
Oh, you get it,
man. Likewise, man.
Awesome to
we gotta
have your businson.
We got to
when you come out here next time, we're gonna have at least 19 people next time. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you know what though? A lot of people hopped in and out. This is probably like our biggest viewed one so far because a lot of people was hopping in and out.
So can you check the numbers that hopped in and out, the total?
Yeah, at the end.
Okay. That's what's up.
Let's definitely Let's definitely link up. Let's definitely link up, Kareem.
But
Yep, no doubt, my
oh,
bro.
wait. You didn't. I think I cut you off though. You didn't answer the question as far as what you got.
Bet.
Anything coming up or anything or any
Oh
shows?
no, yes, I was actually if people still on there, you can check it out after this. I'm also doing private shows. You know, so like when things like open up, I know some people not gonna want to go out to the public with people that they don't know, but people will be socializing with they family members, the 30, 40 people. And as you know, Mo, I own my own equipment.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, so like and and that's why I always try to promote the other comedians, like, yo, do your own show, do your own thing.
Yeah, no, he does.
You know what I'm saying?
He really does,
so I don't know if the IRS is watching, but like theoretically, let's just say that I opened my boxing club with all comedy money. You know what I'm saying?
Theoretically,
hypothetically speaking, if the IRS is watching, I opened my boxing club with all comedy money, Mo. You get what I'm saying? like I'm not no big time comedian. I don't be going out of state like that.
No, I'll be doing that.
Just what I'm saying, but I'm saying I'm saying I'm just saying like I don't go out of state like that. But a lot of people think like because like I don't get offered like no, I you know what I mean, it ain't enough to make me hype to go. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be like, nah, I'm all good. You know what I mean? Like especially New York, people like, yo, like I got a show in New York. I'm not really like hyped to go because I'm from New York.
Mm-hmm.
Now I go to do a show in New York. I'll have all my people come out. I'm not gonna have people make that bread off me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's the thing. You're in a position where 200 plus people come to see you to your produced shows without you going anywhere. Right. So you could be a comic that go to the money or a comic that the money comes to you. And you've already created a type of brand where but
you know what it is, like comedians they throw like 1 or 2 shows and they get discouraged. You know what I mean? Like how you had the show, like how you said it was like 17 people. It's like I do my shit on average because that's business. Like if I'm gonna do like 4 shows, like with the show you came to, like you said it was snowing. So it maybe what, like 15 people there, 20 people, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? So dudes like, oh man, it ain't, we should have canceled the show. It ain't that many people. I'm like, I do it on average. So now, you know what I'm saying? Like, is Jordan like scoring 45 every game? No, it's like, you know what I mean? He might score 50 this game, 30 that game, but he's averaging this. You know what I mean? So like I'll average, like the people I average. So if I do 8 shows a year, I go off the average like that. I don't go, oh, this show was unsuccessful. I talk about my next 4 months.
That's a good way to do it. That's how Keenan do it with his laugh per minute. You know what I'm saying? Because like for like 9 minutes, he might not get no laughs. But then like the 10th minute.
But as long as I got that big laugh at the end, it was all worth it. I went out on top.
Let me stop.
No, I'm saying it's like, cause like we in the community, like, like when things open up, it's like, like people, how they book their friends, you know what I mean? When you book people that can't do the job, you know what I mean? You book people that can't do the job, you know what I mean? It hurts the brand, you know what I mean? And then you don't get the return customers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, they be like, yo, I'm gonna get this comedian right here because he's cheap. You know what I mean? Like, I don't ever, like, even if I get a restaurant or whatever that hire me or whatever, I always take my own bread. I get my cash. Whatever I told a comedian I'm gonna pay them, I got it on me. Yeah, so that's whatever that owner or whatever, like I'll deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't gonna be like, yo, bro, the dude didn't give me all.
Yo, I gotta give you half, man.
Yeah,
because
I ain't never doing no sucker shit like that. That's some sucker shit.
That shit happens all the time. You supposed to go in a red. What's it? The red? What's the red or the black? Whatever. You supposed to go, like, if your budget is $500, you should have $500 in your pocket when you go to that show.
Right, exactly.
You should have that money, and you're in the negative to start off. That's the right way to do it.
Right. I
ain't never shortchanged nobody like on a comedy show, y'all. Never.
Right. And you know what I mean? That's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's like, but you gotta, book the people that can do the job, so that way you can keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, man.
But to keep it going, you want to keep asses in seats. I mean, the shit can be very lucrative. I mean, that's what I've been trying to tell, promote the comedians, like, yo, let's do our own thing, create our own networks. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Create our own networks, man, because people be trying to shut us out.
Well, with this new Zoom comedy stuff, it's gonna actually turn the tide with a lot of bookers. That's what's already happening, because now a lot of traditional bookers that are doing comedy shows and stuff that were running clubs and stuff now they're not doing anything now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Some clubs have gotten smart and they've said, okay, now I'm able to. We're gonna do our own Zoom shows, like the Comedy Store, for example, did their own Zoom shows.
Right.
But a place like the Comedy Store and the Comedy Store, they can kind of afford to not be in business for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like a lot of the smaller clubs, they're gonna struggle for a while because they're not going to be able to get the big names to come to them once everything opens back up. You know what I mean?
Right. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying. That's why I have my own equipment so I can do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the name of the game, man. Like, take that stimulus money, get you a microphone, speakers. You know what I'm saying? A little backdrop. You know what I mean? A couple lights and stop playing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, man.
All right, y'all.
So you hear the music
Thanks
in
for
the
having me,
background.
man. Thanks for having me. Wrap it up, B.
Yeah, I'm trying to produce this. It's hard to do this shit, Kareem, man.
Wrap it up, B.
Especially when you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, Mo
I did it perfect,
down, yo.
Y'all can still hear yourselves. I was trying to have the music be subtle in the background.
All right, y'all.
He's like, I want my music to be subtle, and he turned it on at like full blast.
No, it's low.
Yeah, right. Shit hurt my ear. I was like, oh shit.
No, it's not. It's low, isn't it?
She giving, but I'm gonna try
We
to
sound low?
finish. Split my words to my energy diminish. When she come around, I get
Yeah,
Oh, Mo got bars? Mo spitting bars
That's it.
on there?
That's all me, man.
Drake bars? Singing bars?
Whatever she desire, I'ma try to get it. If
But yo,
she
Kareem, I
ready,
appreciate it, man. You know what I'm
Thanks for
saying?
having me,
Appreciate
y'all.
your Kareem.
Yo, Keenan, good to meet you, brother.
You
Yeah,
too.
we gotta
We'll link
figure
up
out.
soon.
I'm
All
talking
right,
to Keenan behind the scenes, though, man.
All
I'll
right,
let you, man.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
All right, see ya.
What the hell is going on with this?
All right, hurry up and turn it off the live.
All right, live.